It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Hunter residents have opened their hearts to the family of a little girl who died in hospital after becoming trapped in a hot car at 2NURFM. 5-year-old Natasha Gorjup was found unresponsive by her father last Tuesday and rushed to the intensive care unit at the John Hunter Hospital, but sadly lost her fight for life on Sunday morning. A GoFundMe page has been set up to cover her funeral costs in the hope of raising $2,000. So far, more than $1,500 has been pledged. Police say a woman who led officers on a pursuit before running a red light and crashing into 3 cars at Katara last month had been disqualified from driving for 15 years. The crash on Charlestown Road left a woman and baby in hospital. The 28-year-old driver fled the scene but has been tracked down after 3 weeks on the run. She's due to face court on Thursday, charged with 5 offences. Hunter-based Olympic shooter Michael Diamond has made the heartbreaking decision to auction his second gold medal to cover mounting medical and legal costs. The 47-year-old will have his gallbladder removed at the Cavalry Hospital today and faces the prospect of a heart transplant. He also has to cover the cost of defending domestic violence, drink driving and firearms charges brought against him in 2016. Michael Diamond hopes to raise $100,000 at auction for his 1996 Atlanta Gold, telling NBN News he has no other option.
I'm kind of laid up in bed for most of my days and obviously allowing my heart to recover.
Air quality is again being rated as very poor in the Hunter today as the smoke haze continues. The smoke is being blown towards the coast from large bushfires burning to the west of Cessnock, which have burnt out thousands of hectares. Meanwhile, crews have taken 90 minutes to extinguish and black out a bushfire near Harold Knight Oval at Gateshead last night, which burnt out 2 hectares. Hunter Local Land Services is urging producers to plan ahead this summer as the ongoing drought continues to affect farmers' budgets across the region. The extreme weather conditions have put feed and water availability at a low, which is forcing farmers to destock their property. Hunter Local Land Services General Manager Brett Miners says services are available to help producers make crucial decisions to survive this summer.
We recognise that it's often hard to assess and understand what support might be available, but if landholders call us, we actually have a designated drought administration support officer, and she can actually walk people through their options so they can clearly understand what support might be available for them.
2NURFM Sport.
Zach Lomax is entering his final year of his Dragons contract and is weighing up his NRL future after meeting with rival clubs, including the Knights. Offering Lomax first crack at fullback spot next year, it's a sign of how desperate the Dragons are to keep the promising talent on. The 20-year-old is believed to have toured Newcastle's facilities and has been heavily linked with Canberra. Lake Macquarie Rugby Union player Nick Benn hasn't had much experience with 7-a-side, so it came as a shock when he was selected in the Australian Under-18 Sevens squad. The New South Wales country representative has only ever played in local one-off Sevens tournaments before taking up an opportunity to play with an open-age Western Sydney 2 Blues side. Ben will now attend a training camp with the Australian side and then travel to New Zealand to play in the World School Sevens on December 13 and 14. And Merewether's Morgan Sibilik has scored 8.33 in monster waves, staying in the race for a championship tour spot at the Vans World Cup of Surfing in Hawaii. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 32, 42, 16, 14, 7 and 28, and the supplementaries are 1 and 43. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.